Hello. Welcome to Julysixth Park.
To Julysixth Park.
We're here.
Oh, yeah. We got the props. We got the outfits. We got insignia abound.
I wore the t-shirt.
As did I.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you got a lot going. I wore the t-shirt. We're at appropriate levels.
I feel like, and then everyone can kind of bridge the gap.
Yeah, you be somewhere in between out there, you know?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the greatest holiday, 65 million years in the making, Julysixth Park.
Welcome to a fun chance to hang out with friends. That can kind of be whatever it's going to be, you know?
Yeah, I think it's like creation is an act of sheer will.
Yeah.
Force everyone around you to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
Aggressively throw the idea of Julysixth Park at everyone that you know in your innermost and outermost circles and tell them you will have fun. It will be very enjoyable for you to just chill out and enjoy Julysixth Park.
Because every single one of you out there, you are the Julysixth spark.
See, I don't think that.
Okay, well, I'm trying to be supportive of your thing.
I don't know if I feel like there's a lot of.
I'm trying to be supportive of your thing.
Spark.
Julysixth
Park feels perfect and flows.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
For those who are for some reason living in a hole under a rock that's been unplugged from anything and everything with regards to like just general society at large. Julysixth Park is basically, I mean, it seems trivial to even compare it to May the 4th be with you anymore.
No, it's past that now.
Yeah. May the 4th be with you for Star Wars, Julysixth Park for Jurassic Park. We get together, we eat dino nuggets, we watch the movies, mainly the first one, and we celebrate the movie, the franchise, and friendship.
And listen, if you've only seen the videos and you haven't talk to us in real life about it, just know I actually do enjoy it now too. Okay?
Yes.
I don't want to pull back the mask, kayfabe, whatever.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. The last couple of years, you haven't seen videos on our channel. That got its beautiful send off, and we've just been out there living it in real life. We've just been Julysixth Parkin' out there. We did live shows in LA a couple of times for the past 2 years. And then on other times, we've just been having parties. Tonight, we're going to go see the new one. We haven't seen it. Please,
Absolutely.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, please.
Please, no spoilers. Chris and I are going to go see it together.
Yep. And then we'll maybe, we'll maybe report back with our thoughts.
Yeah. We'll see if we can hop on.
We'll see if we hop on Instagram or something like that.
Or Discord or something. So check those out.
Yeah.
Or maybe late night tonight. Because we're seeing a pretty late West Coast time one. But maybe we'll hop on there. Are the Julysixth Park shirts available to purchase? They are, Matt. Thanks for asking. I heard not good. We'll see. No spoilers, please.
No spoilers. Hey, in a way, I like a low bar set that then means it only exceeds expectations.
I'm happy. I'm happy to think that it's going to be bad. For example, Cap Marvel writes, the recent Jurassic World sucked major ass. You guys are the best. So set our expectations there. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the donation.
Yeah.
Cap Marvel. Better than Dominion. What a bar. You've lowered the bar real far. Let's see. I'm excited. I'm excited to check it out. I'm excited. Well, I have gotten a spoiler, Chris. I'm sorry. Cover your ears. There are dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs interact with humans in some ways. Seems to be some consensus in there.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but listen, we don't know yet if that's really part of the day. Obviously, if you want to celebrate by watching Rebirth, whatever, go for it. But officially, you don't have to.
No.
One year we did try to marathon, and we watched like all of 1, all of 2, and a little bit of 3, and that was plenty.
Yeah. I feel like, well, the best has been truly, like, obviously this was at the start. I mean, I should say, I am very transparently Jurassic Park is my favorite movie,
Yes.
hands down. And so in making the original sketch, there was obviously born from a lot of truth, and there was silliness to the idea. And then over the years, in just actually earnestly celebrating by having friends over, watching the movie, making like themed snacks and drinks and whatnot, it rolled very quickly over out of irony and into full-on actual like earnest celebration of this day.
It's just happening now.
Yeah. And we did do a big live show last couple years in LA.
Yes.
Some of that material that we made for that show, we're going to be doing on our Patreon right after this.
We're keeping it on Patreon because the show might still happen again someday. We don't know, whatever. So, but there's a lot of videos and performance elements that we created for that we did a couple of times that we're going to be sharing today in a stream right after this on Patreon. So if you're interested in that, check that out. Check out the Patreon, and we'll hang over there. And it will be there's some stuff. There's some very fun stuff we generate.
I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised to see what we bring over there.
Yes, but here now in this moment, celebrating the finest holiday, the most perfectly fine holiday created by man.
Perfectly finest holiday.
And I'm using those two interchangeably.
Perfect. I think you could have just finished there.
Fine.
Holiday.
Yeah. It's fine. We're going to celebrate by, Chris and I each created a game. We each brought games for the other. Riley Durgan writes, love your videos. The lie detector video we posted is one of the funniest I've ever seen. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. Luis Felipe, I need I am Julysixth Park t-shirt right now. Grab them.
If you go to under,
I appreciate you plugging.
Under one of our, if you go to one of our sketches, underneath there should be a store, and then there's a little t-shirt link down there.
Yeah.
We have a little t-shirt store if you want to check that out.
Yeah. So we're going to play some games on here. We're going to hang. Then we're going to pop over to Patreon and share some of what we created for that show. Then later we're going to go see the new one. Somewhere in there, we're eating Dino Nuggets. We're celebrating the day.
How are you all celebrating? Because I've been seeing.
I assume we're just like on. This is probably like on like the side of a building at like a huge party. Someone's projecting it for all of.
Please, if you're at Times Square right now, tag us.
Check out the M&M store.
Video of of us over there. Let us know what you're seeing, whether or not they've done I sent an email. I didn't tell you this last night, Jack. I sent an email to the marketing of the Empire State Building.
Okay.
Because they do that like lighting thing where they'll change the colors. So I was like, it's gonna be if you could do red, yellow. And like kind of Jurassic Park colors, but make it very clear that there's also 7/6 on there to delineate that it's not Jurassic
somehow
Park.
The colors.
6 Park.
The colors.
Yes, the colors. I thought maybe that they could put like a bat signal kind of thing in front of it. I outlined it and gave them schematics. So I think.
Did you have like a contact there? Did you have someone to reach out to?
I think it was info@empirestatebuilding.com is what I just emailed to. I just kind of figured that was the.
Sweet, yeah. Well, if anybody's in New York out there, let us know.
Give us a look.
Check it. Well, just if that happens,
film it, and then because I won't be able to. We're out in Los Angeles.
We're in Los Angeles, and we'll be in the movie.
Theater.
But if that happens,
yeah. When it happens, be sure to like get some good footage of it, and then
I'm trying to think if there's like a New York sports team that could accidentally have lined up.
The New York 76ers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to just kind of like encourage everybody, if you haven't already made plans, truly watch the first movie if you can. Watch a Jurassic Park movie today, and then there was a video that was going around. Someone was sharing me that like someone had like really timed out like the perfect like snacks and drinks timed to the movie, where there was like Chilean sea bass coming out as the main course, green Jello shots when the Jello would happen, mashed potatoes with like the gate and like gravy coming down as if it was like lava.
Love it.
There's a lot of
dino
great.
Poop.
Oh yeah, of course, like dino poop, chocolate cake.
Yeah.
But yeah, very curious if y'all are celebrating, and well, I guess more so what you're doing to celebrate. There's no question of if.
Yeah. What are you doing out there? Catching up on some chats. Northy Games asked which movie's the worst so far. The second what was the middle of the worlds? That was my least favorite.
I thought the most recent one was.
Which they honestly.
It was locusts, man.
Oh yeah,
it was a little locusty.
Pretty bad. It was very locusty.
Yeah.
Mass.
But I don't want to poo-poo the vibe.
No,
like
no,
if that's what you most enjoy, it's Julysixth Park and/or World.
And/or World. It could be World.
Yeah.
We're pretty open on the branding. Nothing,
sure.
And part of that is because nothing's really stuck yet, so it kind of doesn't.
Everything
you're not
has.
It's not like
so
you're
it's
worried
more
about
like everybody's
muddying the
welcome.
waters because it's like that. No, it's the waters are
like
the
a
size
mesosaur,
of the cup,
like a muddy water that like the mesosaur might be in and lurking underneath the surface.
Is that from one of the new ones?
It's from World.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
The big arena.
Oh, that's kind of
jumps
cool.
up. That's
I
cool.
like that.
Eats the Great White.
Masculine rights. Love you guys. Have the J6P videos been a net negative profit to produce? That'd be funnily accurate. Surely. I mean, all the Hawaii trip was all we didn't like at that time and largely now all of our videos are funded by Patreon. We did not use. That was sort of a moral line for us. We're not going to
cannot, in good conscience, use that money to go to Hawaii.
To go to Hawaii and shoot a video that no one is asking us to make.
Also, if you are confused as to what this even is, there is a series of videos wherein we do have a series of I think 7 videos, and the last one does culminate with us going to Hawaii.
Yes.
And we built a whole thing around it. It's one of our most ambitious pieces.
That's a fair thing to catch up on because a million of our subscribers, we are now over 1 million by more than the number we were since we last released a Julysixth Park video. So
sure.
The vast majority of people who subscribed here came along after we have released any of those videos. So I don't know, maybe...
My guess
based
is
on
that
the numbers, it doesn't seem like every single one of them have gone back and watched the full series. But
I feel like it might just be like they, in their everyday lives, were like, "Oh yeah, of course, Julysixth Park. I've been celebrating it for years." And then
I guess it
did the thing that we were hoping it would do. Would be like they don't know it's now so big that like how did it even get started? It was always there.
I wonder if the joke doesn't play because for them it's like if we did a video about how we created like Easter, they'd be like, "Well, that's weird. What's the joke?"
Because it's always been
so
there.
ubiquitous.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Just go scroll down to our most viewed, and then down to the very bottom of that, and then you'll see.
Yeah, pull up the most viewed and watch the Julysixth Park. This is very easy to sort because you can go. Asimov the Mad writes, "Happy Julysixth Park, friends. The Jurassic Park series is one of a few my partner and I regularly throw on marathons. It's bizarrely cozy, like Harry Potter or the Lord of the Rings series. Have an awesome stream. Stoked to see what we get into. We got to do a full marathon again. We did that maybe the first or second year that we celebrated in real life. We did the marathon, and it was pretty fun.
It is a very, very specific feeling that I just can't fully quantify, but I think that was put on voice well there, which is that it does bring up a very interesting cozy feling. Yeah. For me, sitting down and then once the movie has started and the titles have come down, I just like click in to be like, oh, I know exactly the feeling this is going to give me, and I'm in. I'm ready for this. And so hopefully we all get to unite behind that feeling tonight.
Yeah.
You know?
Get out there and watch it, or stay in there and watch it.
Or stay at Times Square and watch it on the side of the building where we're being projected right now.
And then they're gonna show. Is that a universal promotion thing that they're doing?
I put it at least as a PS in the Empire State Building email to just be like PS. PS. If you would be interested, I think it would be fun to show the movie on the side of the building as well. Right. And since there's 4 sides to the building, I was like, show 1, 2, 3, and world.
Oh, okay.
And you could just kind of watch it, whatever.
And you tune into different. It's like a silent disco style thing, I assume.
No, sound is for all of the
sound
movies.
Is all of them at once.
But they're projecting in different angles. Yeah.
Cool. And the end somewhere up there it says July 6th or 7/6,
which
is easier to convey.
I think it's more. It's simple. Yeah, exactly. Succinct.
Yeah.
Because, Jack, it's on the side of a building. People are passing by.
Sure.
You got to, just get their eye real quick.
And then you got to, have lower down. It explains, by the way, if you're wondering,
There's a big addendum that I have.
Yeah.
I wrote up a lot of stuff that like would be projected at the bottom.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what you see over at the at Empire State Building tonight.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. I think the move might have been email, find out who works on different floors.
Okay.
And have them leave the office lights on in a way that
7-6.
7-6, yeah.
That's cool.
I think that would be a good one.
I'll do a follow-up right now.
Yeah, we got time. It's not dark there yet.
No.
It's not dark there yet.
No.
We got time.
We got time.
I assume these things happen quickly. I assume the Empire State Building has to be a live and flexible organization making these decisions. When they go like, wait, that's today the biggest holiday? Because it's tough, because the name, it does include the date, but which is not common for a lot of holidays. But...
Well, they're too busy thinking it sounds like Jurassic.
Yeah. They might have misheard.
Jack, we got some games to play.
Let's play some games. I'm just scrolling through some. Is there any Julysixth Park planned for an Alters Easter egg? Chris, where our game, we popped up, our videos pop up in, in a recent game. Weirdly, they didn't ask for any of when they reached out about putting some of our sketches in their game, they didn't ask about any of the Julysixth Parks.
But I don't know about the script that maybe maybe the characters within the Alters are
talking we haven't played
July
all the
6th
way,
Park.
So maybe they talk about it a lot. Let us know
so
if that happens when you're outside of the Empire State Building.
Let us know.
Happy Julysixth Park. Love you guys. This is Days for Days. Happy Julysixth Park. Love you guys. I'm always telling people about the channel in Julysixth Park, and hopefully one year I'll have enough people in the know to have a big party. Life finds a day. It's going to happen for you, Days for Days.
Oh, heck yeah. Today's the day.
Today is the day.
Days for Days.
Start small. You know, some holidays you'll find start really very small. And but then you got to, you know, if they build
probably
it.
like Easter did.
Like Easter did.
But Julysixth Park.
Yeah, the first Easter.
Some of them cut the line.
Is just an empty cave, and they're like, "Party!"
Humble. Yeah.
And then that builds out. It builds out, and we're kind of doing the same. We're kind of doing the same deal.
I feel like though, you know, we can at least in our world trace the initial spark that started the wildfire. It's not.
Well, then why would you say it like that?
It doesn't sound that good.
I feel like you're bringing it up.
We were the spark that started Julysixth Park. Maybe it's a rhyme thing.
Yeah.
That I could get behind that. The Julysixth Spark?
We lit the Julysixth Spark. Justin Robles says, funny. What a beautiful homage to Sam Neill.
I know a Sam Neill burner account when I see one.
Okay, Sam. Is Jack an advocate for Julysixth Park? Well, in a sense, you know, and something's a part of your life for long enough, you sort of, you know, Stockholmy thing. And it is homey. And not just Stockholmy. It is sort of homey and comfortable at this point, you know?
Yes. Well, you know, maybe you just needed more time. Sometimes it's one of those things where like a first date could be bad, right? Yeah. And then you give it more time, and then you're like, actually, this is something that's really important to me, and I've built something wonderful.
There we go.
And so I think that you just kind of like were a bad first date.
I was.
Around Julysixth Park.
Right.
Yeah, when I first kind of proposed it, and then you
say you first proposed it, but I was actually my idea for
Jack did have the
tweet.
idea for yeah, that's true. That is true. We were driving and trying to think of like what would be a good sketch for like a Star Wars sketch, and then all of them had been done, and then we're like, but then it was like, then the question was, what would be the next date specific movie themed holiday? As like maybe that's where the sketch would go.
Yeah.
And then lightning struck, and Jack just immediately said Julysixth Park.
Well, I was playing to my audience. I did know that, Chris.
We were in a car together, and you knew exactly what I needed to hear.
Jonathan writes, they probably won't even put it on the Empire State Building because it's so obvious that everyone will be celebrating. I guess, yeah, it's just sort of dispersed throughout the
that's a good point.
City.
That's a good point. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things of like everybody's watching movies in their apartments. Why bother? Why would we waste energy? Because all of the energy is being used for the television
Yeah,
sets.
And it would be, as you mentioned, kind of a lot of sound pollution.
Sure, but also, have you heard about the Sphere at Vegas?
I have.
The like directionality of sound technology. Maybe they got some Sphere technology,
have you seen
and then
anything,
people are walking by.
Have you seen anything in the Sphere yet?
No, I've desperately wanted to, and I'm really excited to do that. Have you?
No, I haven't. I want to.
Jurassic Park?
Maybe.
In this
July 6th.
Next July 6th? Julysixth Park?
Julysixth Park. That's as good as any of it. It's no worse than any of it. Shift your ass. Hello, fellow Julysixth Parkers. What are your favorite dinos on this extremely important day? We're gonna play a
segue.
A dino bit. Do you want to start with that one?
I mean, that was just a segue straight up right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's try with that one. Also, shout out Ramirez Art Jam, who's pointing out, join the Discord for a Jurassic World watch along later today. We have a Discord linked under the, I think under the stream, but also in our other sketches. You can just look in the description box. Head over there.
Yeah.
Watch Jurassic World today.
Heck yeah. Let's start with the other one. I think it'll be tidier.
Okay.
Just because you told me what your game was, and I think it's going to break my brain. So I'm trying to, I think my game.
You're going to be way better than you're giving yourself credit for of my game. I will, okay. I set you up that you can succeed.
Okay.
So I guess maybe it is, maybe that's not good pressure to put on you because there is a way you could win, but if you don't, you'll be, mad about it for a long time.
Raphael wore Julysixth Park shirts to see the new movie today.
Oh yeah,
Raphael, you're the Julysixth Park. You're out there spreading it in the wild. We released the holiday into the wild, and it's beautiful to see it flourishing like that.
Absolutely.
Joseph Buchanan, this holiday will forever be better than May the 4th. That I think I'm happy to assert. Yeah.
Also, I'm going to go better than July 4th. I find that, I mean, I like a barbecue, I like a hang, but at the same time, this is just like pre-gaming for
you're in the run-up to the real one.
July 6th, yeah. Also, for those...
Kinder to dogs, our holiday.
Exactly, yeah. Also, for those that want to be in the know about, there's also like a holiday kind of trajectory that is the Jeff Goldblum trilogy that you can celebrate around Julysixth Park as well. It feels redundant to even suggest this, but on July 4th, you watch Independence Day. On July 5th, you watch The Fly for July Flive. And then on the 6th, you watch Jurassic Park for Julysixth Park.
Yeah, and again, I feel like I assume anyone who's celebrating this one is also celebrating July 4th.
Honestly, it's just for like SEO. I mean, just getting these words that obviously are very obvious just to surface. I think that's how technology works.
Colin points out that July 4th is American specific, but Julysixth Park is worldwide, or July 6th world. Wide. And I've often found myself saying, July 6th world, why? Let's play a game, Chris.
Let's play a game. Bring it on.
Okay,
man.
so
I'm freaking like, I feel like I am John Hammond.
Yeah.
In this situation, and I'm ready to create. I'm ready to make art from sheer will. I'm ready.
That is what's required of you of this one. This is art. This pub trivia style quiz single round is I would say art.
VC says, I love Julysixth Park. It's brilliant. I'm celebrating by getting a huge T-Rex tattoo on my chest. Not today, only in 2 days, but that's because the artist won't work on Sundays. Heck
incredible.
Yeah. I believe this fully.
And in some ways, every day is Julysixth Park. That wasn't.
You gotta stop with the spark.
So that's genuinely awesome.
That is truly. And honestly, I don't have a tattoo, and I've thought it's a Jurassic Park related thing. It might be my one. It's just that maybe I get a matching chest T-Rex tattoo.
Stranger, excuse me. Can I have
whatever he has? Whatever they have.
Yeah. All right, Chris. For the live shows that we did the last couple of years, I took on a thing that no one asked of me, which was I wrote very involved, like pass out trivia packets, sort of like pub quiz style, like interesting rounds with gimmicks and stuff. And people competed, and we gave away prizes one year.
It was very fun.
We did
and both of them came down to the wire.
They came down to the wire. We did a Jurassic Park panini press as a prize. It went great. Chris was not involved in the writing, and I don't think was like, you never proofread them, never whatever. This was just a thing that I did.
I looked at them on the table that people were grabbing at entry, and I was like, nice job, Jack.
We were very
That's
busy.
cool.
We really, both those live shows, we pulled together so much stuff last minute. So there were definitely some like, I'll just handle this part. You're just going to handle that part.
Remember what I was handling during that time?
The first one?
This was the second one, which was the, I was backstage with my
Yeah.
brother and my
Teaching
friend Jordan.
choreography
to
people
dancing
large
inflatable dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
And they nailed it.
They nailed it. They nailed it. So Chris has never partook, and I figured I pulled one round that I thought was a particularly fun one, and I figured we'd give it a go. Now, my thinking is we let you go for it, and then you can solicit
help from chat if I want it.
if you want. I think like this is the type of thing that you can definitely like talk out and see if you can come to them on your own, and then solicit help if you need it. You're gonna get not all of these. I'll tell you that.
We'll see about that.
Okay, great. This category was called Roll With It. We'll give you a character from somewhere in the Jurassic Park film franchise, and then a brief description of a completely unrelated film. Has nothing to do with the character or the actor who portrayed it. You'll figure out the actor who performed that role and the name of the film that are separately being described, and you'll jam those two together in a very clunky phrase in the style of a before and after. I've given you an example here, Chris.
This is going to be, I'm only going to know what you're describing off of the example.
I want to pause and say we both created a game for the other person that is so much in the wheelhouse of the one who created it. Like, this is my shit. I love the wordplay before and after things. Not necessarily your favorite thing. And the thing that
then the thing I have, I would be salivating
so good at it,
for, and
I will
so
not
nervous.
be good at it.
Yeah.
Here's an example.
That's what the spirit of the holiday is we're learning about other people's joys. We're becoming closer as friends.
Yes.
There's a lot that I think is bridging gaps here. It's like you're a Gallimimus and I'm a Compy. Could they ever be friends?
I don't. Canonically, they look very similar. I kind of are they. They seem like buddies.
It's a large size difference.
There's a size difference, but like okay. Here's an example, Chris. I don't know if you've read the answer.
I haven't.
Okay, great. Then
I'm looking at you through the Zoom that we're on, so I've moved the Zoom screen over chat, so I'm not seeing chat either now. So
okay, great.
I'm free. I'm free and clear here now.
Here's an example. Wildlife photographer Nick Van Owen combined with a young boxer who could have been a contender. So, can you think of either of those elements individually to help bridge you into the answer?
I mean, I now can see the answer because it's right below it.
Okay, so yes, so this
like
is just an example.
Vaughn, I would have gotten Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn, but I don't remember what could have been a contender is from.
It's from On the Waterfront, 1950-something, 1954 Marlon Brando film.
But I could have deduced it because Vince Vaughn, The Waterfront.
You'd be thinking, what's going to combine out of Vince Vaughn? We care about pronunciation, not spelling. So Vince Vaughn.
Oh, okay, good.
Obviously, is not.
I'll put my pen down.
Yeah, put your pen down. And yes, in the spirit of the holiday, some of these are complete stretches.
Okay.
Okay?
Great. Yes. So I think that, I get an initial shot at it. I will
Take your time with it, and then if you want.
Will you let me know, too, that, like, someone in chat got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Question number 1.
Yes.
Raptor trainer Owen Grady.
Chris Pratt.
With a tiny chef chasing his dream in Paris, 2007.
We're doing Ratatouille, Chris Pratatouille.
Chris Pratatouille, Chris.
Let's go.
1 point, crushed it.
We're off.
Systems architect Dennis Nedry.
Wayne Knight.
With an unsettling tabloid freelancer chasing stories in Los Angeles, 2014.
Tabloid freelance chasing stories. Tabloid freelancer. My thought, Dennis Nedry. I'd have to go with Wayne Knight. Night Watcher. Wayne Night Watcher?
You have the movie. You're there. That's not the name.
It's Wayne Night Watch.
It's not Night Watch. You're so there.
It's the Jake Gyllenhaal.
It is the Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Right?
It's not Night Watcher. It's Night.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Night. Oh, what is that? What is that movie? I didn't see that movie. I didn't see that.
You didn't see that? Oh, dude, you should see that movie.
I know. I've heard it's great.
Upsetting.
Knight.
Chad has it.
Wayne Knight. Oh.
I can give you some clues.
And I'm even seeing the poster. I'm even seeing the font.
You've described the film. You have the film.
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
Wayne Nightcrawler. Got
Boom. Got it.
Oh yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, okay. The brain's dusting off some cobwebs here. Let's go.
Number 3, 2 for 2. Militaristic head of Jurassic World Security, Vic Hoskins.
Wait, is that hang on, is that the, before I go into it, is that the guy who played the alien bug in Men in Black?
It is.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Combined with a pair of feathered friends returning to the screen, leaving their home city and venturing into the Amazon. 2014. A pair of feathered friends returning to the screen, leaving their home city and venturing into the Amazon.
So they've just returned. Okay, so this is maybe a movie that had been as a sequel.
Returning to the screen.
Returning to the screen, leaving their home city and venturing into the Amazon. Pair of feathered friends from the city. Pigeons? They're going into the Amazon. Couple parrots. Couple birds. Okay, so I know it's Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio. And this might be a stretch one. Vincent D'Onofrio. Vincent D'Onofrio. Free. No.
It's not free.
A
little less than free.
D'Onofrio, brother.
A little more than O.
Free. Vincent D'Onofrio. Frozen 2.
No, it's not Frozen 2. They're
No,
birds.
they're going to the Amazon. They're birds.
They're
going
birds
to
in
the Amazon. Oh, God. Animated movie, presumably.
It is animated. I think they are parrots. I think you're right.
Okay.
Their
like
home city. I actually
too?
don't know if it's the name of the character or the name of
Vincent D'Onofrio.
the home city is in the title.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
A shortened version of the city.
Vincent D'Onofrio. Rio. That's all I got.
They returned to the screen. They returned to the screen.
Rio 2.
Vincent D'Onofrio 2.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, wow.
You got it.
Okay. That was I got guided a little bit in there, but I feel still like I still feel like if you're my spotter on a bench press, I still got that last rep out.
Yeah,
you know? Your fingers were on the bar.
You're finding it.
Okay.
Number 4. You're 3 for 3.
Yes. Good.
With a spotter. Not clues, just with a spotter.
Right.
Paleobotanist Dr. Ellie Sattler with
Laura Dern.
Jim Varney's iconic slapstick staple as he gets put behind bars. 1990.
Iconic slapstick staple. Jim Varney's. Laura Dernest Scared Stupid? Ernest P. Worrell? It's Ernest something.
It's Ernest.
It's Ernest, but from 1990.
Stupid.
Oh yeah. It's it's Laura Dernest Goes to Jail.
Yes. Crushed it. Laura Dernest Goes to Jail.
You know the early Ernest stuff. Jim Varney's he had I remember I had a VHS tape of sketches of his that it was just a character. Thing. It was like a 15-minute tape, and it was just him doing. It must have been like a character reel, and it was somehow in my VHS drawer, and I think that had a huge.
He feels like an influence on yours for sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Wow, I'm proud of that one.
You should be.
Well written. These are well written.
Thank you. Number 5, Jurassic World's operations manager Claire Deering with a 1986 flop based on a Marvel comic of the same name, produced by George Lucas.
Bryce Dallas Howard, Howard the Duck. Bryce Dallas Howard the Duck.
Crushing it. Superstar.
Let's go.
We're more than halfway through. There's only 8 of
Oh,
these.
Man. You haven't seen F1 yet?
I haven't. Why, is Howard the Duck in it?
No. I just feel like I'm flying right now.
Number 6, animal behaviorist and Ian Malcolm love interest, Dr. Sarah Harding,
Mm-hmm.
with a 2022 flop based on a Marvel comic. Would I see what I did there?
Yep.
Two back-to-back questions. Flop based on a Marvel comic. With a 2022 flop based on a Marvel comic of the same name. But in memes, it found its time is a weird way I've phrased this clue.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this was our 2023 July 6th Park celebration, so the meme was hot in the streets.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, my first problem here is that I am having a brain fart on the redheaded actress that is Dr. Ian Malcolm's love interest.
Okay, that's going to make this tough.
So this is going to be really tough for me. I have to remember that actress's name, which of course is very, she's in everything, and she was just in another, like a Netflix movie I saw her in.
Yeah, Chad has it.
Yeah, of course. Everyone has it, and I don't, because this is just a brain fart, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm stuck in a loop. Her name is, yeah, this is rough. Gosh! And I can't go the other way with this. 2022 flop based on a Marvel comic of the same name, but in memes. Because it's with the same name of her?
No. The comic is the same name as the movie.
Okay. But in memes, it found its time. Oh,
so
gosh.
There's a meme having to do with this movie and time. A meme from 2 years ago.
God. Yeah, I'm spinning.
Yeah,
I'm spinning.
yeah.
I need to know. I know immediately that I'm gonna. And the problem is that I'm saying Claire in my head all the time because I'm seeing her as the Jurassic, or Lost World Jurassic Park character. Sarah. Oh yeah, Sarah Harding. Yes, sorry. Now I'm spinning.
Me saying film she's in is not gonna help.
Try it.
Big Lebowski.
No, because I know what she looks like. I know her. I'm like trying to imagine her on posters and then seeing the name on the starring.
First letter of first name. Would you like first letter of first name?
Yes,
it's
first letter of first name.
We're starting with a J here. We got a classic J, common first name. Starter, most common first name starter in America.
Jessica?
You know that?
Jessica?
Not Jessica.
Oh my God, this is gonna haunt me. And it's publicly.
No, you're doing great. You've crushed this. These are meant to be hard. They get harder as they go.
Yeah, but I should know this
There's
actress.
a ramp. There's a difficulty
ramp. I know this actress, which
last
is so
one I'm gonna say
infuriating.
ungettable.
Okay. Oh,
not
gosh. Give me second letter of first name.
You.
Oh my God,
Now I'll say this part should be gettable. Thinking of a woman's name that starts J-U.
Yeah.
But you get into space. I understand.
Yeah. This is gonna be a thing that I think back on and haunts me for years.
I do think this one will frustrate you if you don't get it. The next two I'm not expecting.
Yeah.
But this one you might feel frustrated.
Yeah. All right, give me another letter.
L.
Julianne Moore.
Yes?
Oh my God.
Does that
already feels like a victory to me?
Yep.
Julianne Moore, and now I'm going to second phase. 2022 flop based on a Marvel comic of the same name, but in memes. More, but in memes it found its time. 2022 flop based on a Marvel comic of the same name. More.
I'll say I don't think you would have seen this. I did not see this.
Okay, Julianne Moore.
It did very bad.
Yep. 2022 more. Oh. Is the name of the Marvel movie a hero name? Is it like the name of a...
Interesting question.
Oh, okay. Or an anti-hero. Villain?
It's an anti-hero film. And I will say it's not necessarily a character you're otherwise very aware of.
Was it the... Okay. Julianne Morbius.
You got there.
Oh my god.
It's Morbin time. It's Julianne Morbin time.
I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry I had a brain fart on Julianne Moore. That really embarrassed me. God, and I love her.
Yeah.
She's great.
I get it. It happens. Last two. Don't crush yourself on these. I'll be very impressed if you
All right.
Number 7, billionaire Jurassic World owner Simon Masrani with a man convicted of manslaughter who just wants to catch a flight home, 1997.
Irfan Khan Air.
Hell yeah.
So I can't get Julianne Moore, but I can get Irfan Khan.
Incredible, Chris. Crushed
Wow.
it. Final one.
Okay, come on now.
Number 8, Nick Van Owen's sidekick and field equipment expert, Eddie Carr, with a 2019 Best Picture nominee set in 1970s Harlem. Keep in mind, also, this was a couple years ago, so a 2019 Best Picture nominee might be fresher in mind.
Oh, who was that actor? Eddie Carr brings them into the hide.
Yep.
I know he's a character actor, very talented. Can't think of his name.
He's a favorite of mine.
Yep. He was in West Wing, right?
Yeah.
2019 Best Picture nominee set in 1970s Harlem. 2019. Was that... Is that a Denzel movie?
No, I don't think he is.
Ridley Scott, Denzel?
I never saw it.
That one?
Yes, Anna. That's the movie, but you're missing the first word, which is key for a before and after.
Oh. This is going to be tough. I don't have like tip of my tongue name.
This one is part of my you mentioned that there was a tie this year.
Yes.
Part of my strategy was for every category to have one or two that I'm like, there shouldn't be that many people in the room who get this one. I was trying to make it like, I didn't want the baseline to be like multiple teams 100%ing this quiz. So this is tough. Chad has it. Has it.
Gosh.
Naeem Akatomi.
2019 Best Picture nominee set in 1970s Harlem. I'm just thinking of American Gangster is what I was thinking of.
It's not American Gangster. It's
but having the name of the actor would help me a lot.
Yep. It's what's his name? I can't even really give you. I'm blanking on it. I can't even really give you clues on this one.
On the director or anything?
Yeah, I'm trying. The director is Barry Jenkins, right? I think it's a Barry Jenkins movie.
Oh. Was that the Black Mass?
No.
Is that movie?
No. It's a family, like it's a small family drama type of movie.
Yep. And it was
yeah, this one's I'm not getting a lot of support in chat. This one is yeah, Toby in the West Wing. Yep. Were you a West Wing guy? I was a huge West Wing guy.
No, I wasn't a huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I have subsequently watched episodes of West Wing and really loved it. Gosh. Okay. Can I get a letter of the actor's name, please?
First name starts with an R. I will tell you though, before you go too far down this road, you're gonna get the hook is small.
Yeah,
the amount of the name being used compared to the amount. It's not a stretch. It's the right sound, but it's like you're not getting a lot of the title if you get the actor's name.
But I get at least some nugget of a clue.
Yeah. It's an R first name.
Roger?
No.
Randy?
No.
Rick?
Kind
Robert?
of. Kind of Rick.
Richard?
Yep.
Kind?
Nope.
Richard. Oh, I'm
West
embarrassed.
Wing's Richard
Problem is, I didn't watch enough West Wing to because I am very visual. I can see the if I could see the opening credits and then see the name come up. Yeah. Richard. Oh, okay. What's the first letter of a last name? What's the first letter of a last name? Richard.
But yeah, I do like the idea of Richard Kind in West Wing.
Richard's.
Good time for me to have a good Richard Kind impression to fill some time. Just do
if you could, this would be great for me. Yeah. Richard's.
I don't really have it. What does Richard Kind sound like? Yeah. Yeah. Pass the bell. That's not what he sounds like.
What was that quote from that you were using?
Pass the bill? I don't, just like, West Wing chatter.
Yeah,
He's walking, talking.
Yeah, pass the bell. All right, what's the next letter of the last name, please?
Good question. It's either C or H.
Oh, Richard Schiff.
Yes. Now, what does that give you?
Richard Schiff maybe gives me if, like the word if.
Yeah.
And that's the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, that's not a lot of this movie. Barry Jenkins, 2019, if.
If. Oh. Richard Schiff?
Yeah.
If? If money could talk.
If something could talk.
If these walls could talk?
Nope.
If
Okay, I'll tell you, it's then a location in Harlem.
Oh my God.
If blank.
I don't know New York well.
Yeah, no, you would know this from the movie. But like, you're not gonna riff. Okay, this is also a famous
I'm not
location.
Gonna riff that. And it's not in my head immediately.
Yeah. This is also a famous location in Memphis, I think. Like, iconic part of Memphis shares a name with this part of Harlem.
Memphis. I've been to Memphis. Was there for 2 days.
Where do you go in Memphis? What's the kind of like the popular drag in Memphis? I've never been, but I think this is right.
I went to, I think it was the record place that Elvis recorded some music.
Yeah.
And then I went to Graceland as well, which is separate from this.
Okay.
It was like Sun Coast Records or something.
Okay.
Something Records. If Graceland could talk, it's not, to be clear, it's not Graceland.
It's not Graceland. No.
No.
I'll give you street. I'll give you the word street. If blank street could talk. I never saw it. It's not in Harlem. The place is not in Harlem. The movie is set in Harlem. But okay.
If Bleecker Street could talk.
That sounds a lot like it.
If it sounds like it. It sounds like Bleecker Street.
You're getting close.
Does it start with a B?
Yeah, you got all the letters. Bleecker Street, if you spell it a little wrong, contains all the letters.
If Beecher Street could talk. Oh man. If you could see what my brain is doing right
you're doing
now,
great.
I just wish
the fact that
such mush.
That this is even in the zone. I was impressed
Richard Schiff, Bleecker Street could talk. Richard Schiff Okay.
Yeah, Bleecker Street not in Harlem. That's true.
Not in Harlem. Yeah, okay.
But I'm saying he's close insofar as all the letters.
All the
letters. If you spell it a little bit wrong.
But do I at least get the clue that it starts with a B?
It starts with a B. And Bleecker Street, Bleecker Street is B-L-E-E, right? But if you spelled it B-L-E-A.
Yeah, be Bleecher Street.
Yeah. And then you get rid of a couple letters. You don't need them.
Yeah. If
Here's the thing, Chris.
Bleecker,
You're from Con Air, and I should have like turned off the stream. Game over,
it was a high
holiday
note.
over, channel over.
Yeah.
And now we're sitting here. You're trying to remember. I think
it's time. Can I at least see it in chat? I'm gonna reveal in chat.
Sure. You'd have to scroll up because that was a while ago.
If Hang on.
If Beale Street.
If Beale Street could talk.
Richard Schiff Beale Street could talk.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. I would have never
And
ever
again,
gotten
it
that.
was designed to make sure most teams were not able to 8 out of 8.
Sure. Yeah. Was that the movie where he was like a musician
I never saw it.
or something?
I don't know.
Who was in it?
I don't know. I never saw it.
You just Did you literally, when you were writing this, go and be like,
I just needed an
random
if, and I
name. I
remembered
needed an
that
if.
was a movie. I remembered
Oh
that it
my
was
gosh.
nominated, and I was like, other people probably saw it. That was in
Yeah.
the time. By then, I was, the baby was coming, and I wasn't really watching. I lost my see all the Oscar movies streak.
Well, thank you all for hopefully being kind to me in there. I did my best. I did my damnedest with my brain that I could mold that stuff. Earphone Con Air felt like a real win.
And I've as far as I remember, that's where we stopped.
Yeah,
We're gonna
and
go
I'll never
into the
forget
VOD
Julianne
and,
Moore's name again.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
also
yeah.
a great. That's also a great thing. Well,
Jack should review movies. No, I didn't see it. That's fine. Yeah, I can't really remember that one.
It's probably
Yeah,
good. Title was. I remember that. Yeah, the title was good, but I got a cool pun on it.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Well-crafted.
That was but one
Well
category
done.
from my the trivia games that I built every year. We did the live show. And as we mentioned before, we're going to be sharing a bunch of other stuff from the live show. Some performance elements, some video elements we created for it. We're going to be sharing those in a Patreon thing. There are reasons we're not doing it on the public one. We might do that show again. Blah 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 blah. There's reasons. But we'll be
Come
right
check it
after
out.
here. We'll be on
right
a
after
Patreon.
this.
So come hang out. If you want to check that out.
Well, how the tables have turned, Jack, because I have crafted a game of my own
Okay.
where I'm going to put you on the spot to try and identify a matching game.
Yes, you sent me all
Based off
these
of some
assets. I threw them together
elements here.
without
Yeah.
listen. I didn't listen. There's a sound element. I didn't do the listening yet.
Right.
Also, real quick, Chris, I sent you a picture of this, but Tiny Dino Nugget in chat mentions that they met me at a convention in Texas and brought. I sent you this picture. They had created a wormhole monocle, which
I saw.
blew my mind.
We
So,
were
shout out.
side
Know
chatting
that
about
Chris
that,
immediately
that
received
same,
it.
Oh, that same day. That was incredible.
Yeah. Okay.
And
We're
it
ready?
rhymes.
And it rhymes. What? No, I didn't
Thank
remember.
you.
I didn't
Got
remember
it.
the bit.
Got
Hold
it.
on.
Record that.
No.
Got
July
you.
6th Spark. July 6th Spark.
No.
Okay, here's what we got. Chris sent me.
Yes. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
I am an auditory. I like sound a lot. I find that I remember things via sound often.
Yes.
And I think that in the Jurassic canon, there are some pretty iconic sounds for the dinosaurs that populate the screen that were created by some incredible sound
Yes.
engineers, sound designers. And to my brain, pretty easy to identify.
Okay.
To Jack's brain, maybe not as easy to identify.
I'm guessing not.
So-
not.
What
I'm happy to try.
you have beautifully laid out there was a series of 12 images that I sent you. That the images themselves have the name of the dinosaur. So I'm already giving you the name of the dinosaur.
Yeah.
But I've also sent you 12 dinosaur calls, dinosaur sounds.
Yes.
And it's going to be up to you to mix and match the sound to the dinosaur.
Okay.
And at the end, I want to see if what you've deduced as your 12, what you've identified, sound 1 goes with this dinosaur. Sound
Okay.
2 goes with that dinosaur. I want to see if your
Okay.
sheet matches the final key.
I'm going to be
that I
writing.
have
I'm going to
over
be
here.
writing down as well then.
Yes.
I'm
So we've got 12.
going to try to
sounds.
avoid chat too then, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'll veer to looking at what chat's got
Okay.
going on over
Okay.
here.
You keep an eye on our friends, and I will listen to our fine feathered friends. Okay?
See how how far it's come?
All right, I'm going to play one. You tell me if you can hear it and if the level's good.
In no particular order, let's start with, okay, so you're going to play sound 1, Jack?
Yes.
Okay, let's do a sound test here. Make sure everybody can hear it. Maybe a little louder. Give us a little louder.
That is the full volume of that one.
That's perfect. That's great. I hear that.
I
Y'all
can-
hear this?
yeah.
Let us know.
Let's try one more time. Okay, well, we've got... Okay, I thought this. Okay, I think this is going to be hard. I do immediately have a guess for this one.
I would imagine you did.
That is a dinosaur in distress. That dinosaur is not happy.
Okay.
That immediately comes to mind either our injured Triceratops, or I think that is the distant sound, and I'm guessing this is some of it being quiet. That's the like distant calls of the baby T-Rex in 2 is what I'm getting from that. Because at the beginning I was thinking it could be either of those, and then it gets over here. It gets high pitched. I think that's the best. I'm gonna. So hold on. So I'm gonna try to create a little. I'm gonna write some stuff down, and then you're gonna tell me at the end. All right.
That's the deal. I think the way, you identify sound, like I'd say, write sound 1, and then what dino you think that is, and then take your prediction off, but then you can bring them all back up as you feel the need to mix and match.
Okay.
That makes sense. All right.
I feel pretty good about that.
Decided baby T-Rex off of the chart here.
I feel pretty good about that.
Okay. Let's move on to sound 2.
This is a big friend. This is a big friend, but this is not a T-Rex.
Okay.
Which means this should be... We're walking around. This should be either this guy, Carnotaurus.
Okay.
Or the Indominus. It could be the Indominus.
Interesting.
I feel like that's a big guy. I don't feel confident at all in this one.
You can come back around.
I mean,
you can start to.
He's big. Is that a brontosaurus? Yeah. Oh no, now I think it might be. It doesn't sound predatory. Like this guy's about to sneeze on you.
Maybe. Could be a do-you-think-saurus.
Oh, no. Now I kind of think it's that. Oh, no. All right. That's a brontosaurus and a brachiosaurus. That's a brachiosaurus right there? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
For those that are watching, let me tell you the names of the dinosaurs that are in this grid right now so that everybody can know what the dinosaurs are called.
Marker just went flying. Go ahead.
Top left, Indominus Rex. Second one, it's Brachiosaurus. Third one that's off right now but was up a second ago, baby T-Rex. Top right, T-Rex. Next row, we got the Mosasaurus, water dinosaur. Then we've got the Pachycephalosaurus. We got a Triceratops.
Yeah.
We got a Carnotaurus. We got a classic Velociraptor. We got a Compsognathus. We got a Gallimimus. And we got a Dilophosaurus.
Gallimimus.
Yeah?
Okay.
All right. So you're saying baby T-Rex sound 1, and now you're saying what?
Brachiosaurus.
Brachiosaurus for sound 2. All right.
And my marker went flying. Hold on one sec.
And then we've got the Emptysaurus on upper row 3.
Also, this is my recording booth for when I do VO stuff. It's not aesthetically perfect for a stream. And when I have to crawl and get markers, there are a lot of spiders that live in here.
Oh gosh. We'll give it a Julysixth Park facelift.
Yeah, one of
next
these
year,
days.
You know?
Okay. Okay, well, you're certainly thinking this is a friendly little fella.
Sure.
Which is how we meet the Dilophosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
We meet him as a friendly little fella. And we meet the compies as friendly little fellas on the beach at the beginning of 2.
2.
With, what's her name? She grew up and was in a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah. What's that actress's name?
She was in Push.
Camilla
Camilla Bell.
Camilla Bell. That's right.
I think. Okay, I'm gonna say this is one I'll try to go quickly with because I think this is a compy until I hear. I think I'm gonna hear something else later that I will be like, that's definitely a Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus feels like it's gonna be very distinct in my head. This could be it because there's those early, very cute sounds, and it is a similar like chittery thing. It's one of the two. I'm gonna hear another one later, and I'm gonna ask myself which is which. So I'm writing down a note to cross-reference. But for now, let me get rid of my
compy
Brachiosaurus.
sound 3.
I'm going compy for sound 3, but the more I listen to it, the more I'm unsure.
Okay.
There's going to be something either chitterier, that little like, and the other reference for it in my head is this sounds like, not to reference this sounds like Momo. There's some very Momo from Avatar chitter to this.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember. I think that is how a Dilophosaurus might be introduced. We'll see. Okay, well, we're Predator.
You sure that's not a compy?
That's not a compy.
Okay.
Okay, this is definitely this makes me way more confident in my Brachiosaurus
sure.
prediction from earlier.
You're
That's
starting
what
to
a
understand.
Predator sounds like.
Yeah.
I feel like there's the T-Rex type sounds in there, but then there's other stuff thrown in that makes me think it's a Dominus Rex, because I remember that was sort of the gimmick there, is like, oh, it's a little bit Velociraptor, a little bit T-Rex, a little bit whatever. So my instinct there is that will be the Indominus, because there's just like an awful lot of sound design happening.
there's an inception of sounds there, for sure.
So I'm going to say that's the Indominus.
You're going Indominus. Okay, interesting.
It could be this other guy who I really don't remember. This friend here. Is he 3? Because there's another like
the
Carnotaurus. Yeah, Carnosaurus. Is that 3?
I think that's one of the
worlds. Then I'm really lost. Because the world.
No. I think that one's 3. I think that one's.
There's
3.
definitely a big friend in 3. There's a not T-Rex big friend.
Yeah.
All right. 5. Okay, that's a Dilophosaurus. That's a Dilophosaurus.
I mean, iconic. Let's go.
Okay.
Come on now.
So now I'm feeling good that 3 is a compy.
Okay, so you got sound 3 as a compy. Sound 4, you went Indominus?
Sound 4, I said Indominus, but I'm
and
open
sound 5,
to the
you're going
Carnosaurus.
Dilophosaurus?
Sound 5, I'm feeling very good about Dilophosaurus.
Okay.
I'm also now in a zone where I need to hear something that's going to be a Gallimimus. Or else I'm going to go back and revisit these other... Okay, but this should be sound 6. What? That was a cool mashup.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in there.
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit process of elimination, but also starting to remember the scene that this guy appears in. Which one's that? That's the Pachycephalosaurus.
Yep.
He's getting like wrangled, I think, in 2.
He is.
This is like the hunter team is like trying to wrangle him, and this sounds there's signs of a struggle here in this sound design. It really just switches up so fast.
There's a
little horse. There's a little horse sound, and I think like I can kind of go at least a little bit on like, oh, if it sounds a little bit like an animal, it looks a little bit like that. That's a good cue. Yeah, and that's never a raptor. And I'm gonna guess that the the water one, I'm gonna just be like immediately like that's a water thing.
Landing. What's your guess here? What are you landing on with this one?
Pachycephalosaurus.
Great.
Is what I'm feeling there.
We're going Packy.
Packy there.
With in distress.
6. Yes.
Sound 7.
I mean, feels very iconic T-Rex. I'm worried about this Carnosaurus and the and Indominus that their sound design is gonna be so reminiscent of T-Rex.
This is where it gets challenging.
Yeah. So I'm leaning T-Rex.
But you're thinking
here.
large carnivore.
We're still large carnivore here. Yeah, velociraptors are like. All right, I'm coming back on that one. That one's low confidence there, but it feels like there is a singular super iconic T-Rex sound in my head that I'm hoping is here, and that I just like, that's the T-Rex.
Yeah. I'll say
like,
there. I went with most representative.
Okay, then I'm waiting for that big roar. There's the singular big roar.
Yeah.
That's very iconic in the film. I think that's a raptor. I'm losing. Further in we get.
Now there's a lot more bouncing around.
There's a lot. There's a lot I might have to go back and listen to.
Okay.
That feels like a raptor. I'm still waiting on just like, are there going to be a couple that I just go like undeniably that's that.
So this is what now we're on? We're doing sound 9.
This is sound 9. Okay, process of elimination. I'm thinking that might be the Carnosaurus. Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm losing confidence here.
Okay.
I need to hear it splash. Like I need one of them to just have obvious splashing noises.
Sure. We're going to sound 10.
Wait, could that have been? No, I'm waiting for the Triceratops is going to be a very groany. It's a very like very groany, pained sound.
What sound are you listening to right now? This is sound 10?
10. I'm listening again. Is there a little splash in there? This could be the Triceratops. It's definitely, this is less.
You're getting first passes. You haven't even made it through the whole cycle yet. You know, you're going to learn a lot by doing the whole cycle.
I'm banking on one or two really obvious ones left. Like a big splash and the singular T-Rex roar. 11.
His face says, Alan! Yeah.
Okay, so 11 is the T-Rex.
You're saying that was a T-Rex?
That's a T-Rex, baby.
That's a T-Rex, baby.
We cut away from that sound. So I got to go back and listen to 7, because 7 I was leaning T-Rex.
Okay.
12. Okay, that's the Triceratops. Yes. Unless that's a Brachiosaurus. No. That's an injured, that's the hurt, that's sad. That's sad. I never said Gallimimus. That's worrying me.
Sure.
What did I write down too many times? Oh, there's 3 Triceratops. Okay. All right. I feel good about that. I feel good about 11 and 12 at the end there. So let me go back through some of these other ones and do some comparisons on the ones I was back and forth on. I'm going to re-listen to sound 10.
Will you tell me what you have currently as your list?
Okay, I'll give you the current list, but it's impossible because I think it includes some double ups. So
okay.
Let's say that one, my guess becomes that, and here my guess becomes, well, somewhere in here there has to be a Gallimimus.
Uh-huh.
So something I labeled as a big predator is going to be a Gallimimus instead.
Okay, so tell me about the Gallimimus. Tell me when it appears.
They're flocking. They flock in herds.
Okay.
Maybe I need to just be listening to more sounds. I had number 1, baby T-Rex. Number 2, Brachiosaurus. Number 3, Compy. Number 4, Indominus. I'm going to revisit that one. Number 5, Dilophosaurus.
Yep.
Number 6, Pachycephalosaurus.
Okay.
Number 7, I said T-Rex, but I know that's not. So I'm going to re-listen to that. One of 7 or 9 has to be, I'm feeling like one of those has to be Gallimimus. 8, I had Velociraptor. I felt decent about it, though I might go back and re-listen to the Indominus Rex one.
Okay.
9, I had this Carnosaur fella, but he's in my candidates. 10, I think I'm going the Mosasaurus. You never gave me a big splashy sound, but I think I heard a little bit of water situation in that one.
Sure.
Perhaps.
Yep.
11 T-Rex, 12 Triceratops. So some of these I do feel pretty good about.
Circle back. Let's see what you're gonna discern
All right, let's
here.
re-listen to the Indominus sound. What I identified as Indominus as
and you called that
4.
sound number
4.
4. Okay. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot going on there. Let me compare that to 7.
Okay.
You know what? That sounds very big. That's very like echoey in a way that makes me think maybe like Mosasaurus now. So what did I say Mosasaurus was?
You said 10 was Mosasaurus. Yeah.
I mean, both of those could be like, either of those could be what we're doing for like a whale type sound.
Sure. But does this sound...
It doesn't sound underwater.
No, right? Is it more present maybe?
Yeah. I mean, that could be the Indominus too. All right, 9. Okay. That might be the Gallimimus. Like a single Gallimimus. I was expecting to hear a flock.
Why would there be just one Gallimimus sound when we're talking about a flock here?
I'm trying to remember. Is there a scene I'm forgetting where there's this one Gallimimus stuck somewhere?
No, you're apt with what you think when the Gallimimus are. I'm just wondering why you would choose a Gallimimus sound for a...
Could this be a flock? I mean, that like clicky, breathy thing sounds so Velociraptor to me. Wait, could the Pachycephalosaurus thing that I had no idea what was going on with, could that be because it's a flock?
Give it a listen.
Shit, maybe. Shit.
I'm going to have you lock in your answers in 2 minutes.
Okay.
You have 2 minutes to lock it in.
Man, I felt really good about that one as Pachycephalosaurus. But this sounds flock-like. And and I said, think of what they look like, and these are even horsier.
Sure.
All right. I don't feel good about it, but I'm changing that to a Gallimimus, which means... Okay. Oh, that was sound 6. I'm changing that to Gallimimus, which means Pachycephalosaurus is back on the table, which makes it a candidate for... I think this might be the Carnosaurus thing. Okay, 9. There's some distress here. This could be a captured Pachyosaurus. And it's about to ram into a car. Yes, and the ram, that's a little bit of a ram sound, right? That's sort of like a sheep bleat. There at the end. All right. 9,
Okay.
I'm saying. Okay.
So you're basically down to identifying the Carnosaurus and the Indominus, right?
Yeah. And I'm saying, that's water. That's water. That's water. That's water. Okay, so 4 and 7. Let me recompare. As long as I feel good about Velociraptor. It's tough because I know Indominus is going to make some slightly Velociraptor-y sounds. Because that's part of Yeah, there's like a little.
We're down to sound 4
4 and 7.
Down
We're
7.
4 and 7.
Between which one is a Carnosaurus and which one is the Indominus Rex.
I guess Indominus Rex is bigger, so I'm gonna last second swap him. I don't feel great. Okay.
You have a final list?
I have
Locked?
a final list.
Okay.
You want to grade me as we go?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right, so we've locked in. Now, these have been 12 dinosaur sounds to the dinosaur images.
Yeah.
And I'll say all the way along the way, someone in chat did get it correct.
Someone nailed it?
Juncture. Yeah, there was someone in chat that at each juncture
that
a new person nailed it.
Tells me I didn't.
So we're gonna go.
Spoilers there.
Sound, and then we'll just play the sound.
Yeah.
And then we'll identify, and I'll tell you whether you locked it in or you were if it was dino right or dino wrong. Okay.
Okay.
If it was dynamite or dino wrong.
Or if I'm feeling dinosaur.
Exactly. It was dino right or dinosaur. Dynamite or dinosaur. All right.
Sound 1.
You're saying baby T-Rex?
Yeah, baby. Has to be.
Baby T-Rex is correct. You got it. Locked it in. Dino.
Peak confidence was the first one, and then the T-Rex at the end. I know my T-Rexes.
Okay.
All right. Point. Second one. And I never went back and listened to this.
Dinosaur. Yeah, it's dinosaur or dinosaur, says chat. Soar is in flying or soar is in
let's
pain.
get.
Yeah. All right.
I'm saying Brachiosaurus. I feel decent. I hadn't gone back and re-listened, but that feels pretty good.
This just in. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. He's flying high. Brachiosaurus correct.
Okay, now this one, I didn't re-listen. Number 3, I had the initial Compy or Dilophosaurus question, and then when I heard a later one, I locked in Compy. Oh, yeah.
So we're saying sound 3, Compy?
Yeah.
Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Yeah. Soaring. Yes. Flying. There we go.
Okay, now we're into
3 for 3.
Tricky territory.
This is a big
here.
one. This is a real big one because this is one of the ones that you were considering down to the wire.
I swapped it at the end, going by the relative size of 7. 7 sounded larger.
So sound 4.
Sound 4. Well, I did like that there was a little bit of a raptory type sound in there, so I was liking Indominus, but you got cold feet.
Went with.
I got cold feet. Honestly, part of it, Chris, was at one point you said, so the ones you're still thinking about, and you mentioned Indominus, and I was like, I kind of had stopped thinking about it, and so that makes me think I've got it in the wrong spot. And I metagamed, and now I'm panicking. Let's hear it again.
You locked in Carnosaur for that one?
Yeah.
You are Dinosaur.
Soaring,
flying high.
Oh!
Carnosaur. Yeah, got it right. 4 for 4, baby. Dino 4 for 4.
Okay, confidence is building now.
You're yeah, I mean, I don't see how you lose from this point on, right?
There's a lot of that I feel really strong about, so.
Okay.
That's a Dilophosaurus. That rattlesnake.
Sure. 100%. We're saying sound 5, Dilophosaurus. You are Dinosaurect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Number 6. I went back and forth. I was confused by the cacophony, ever-changing sounds. Feels like it could be a flock, and there was horse vibes. Let's go with a flock of Gallimimusi.
Sound 6, Gallimimusi. That is Dinosaurect, everyone. Yeah, he's dinosauring now. You are 6 for 6, 50% of the way through.
Oh,
massive
some
success.
locks later. Okay, so 7.
This is big.
7. We said Indominus. It's big.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing ain't messing around.
No.
That's almost a T-Rex.
with the little whistle at the top. You hear it.
Yes.
And you're saying that's Indominus Rex?
Yeah.
Dino, bore yourself down hole to the victory chamber. You got it, man.
You bored right out of that hole. You were so deep in a hole on that one. You found it.
Came back around. Sound 7. Locked in. 7 for 7. Indominus Rex to me is somewhat iconic for the purpose of actually the breathing thing. Like that thing I remember feeling really scary in the theater when it got close and you could hear this kind of beginning breathing. That thing. That's what I always thought Indominus was known for.
And then that part does sound a little raptory, which is okay. 8, I said Velociraptor. I felt pretty good about it.
Sound 8. Velociraptor?
A little less confident than
Locked in. 8 for 8.
Okay.
Dinosaurin. Oh, Jack.
one home stretch.
You stumbled your way through this.
Okay, this one I changed at the end.
Yep.
Because I had to find a new home for Pachycephalosaurus after that Gallimimus change up. This feels good. This feels good.
So you're going sound 9, Pachycephalosaur. Yes, that is correct. That is Dinosaurin high. 9 out of 9, Jack. Oh, man, now you're making me second guess my game.
Yeah, if I got it correct, this game sucks.
Totally. You could never get this if it wasn't poor gamesmanship.
I have a you know what? I have a matching one that you could do. Do you want to do a quick matching one after this?
Oh, maybe.
Or do we got to go to the other one?
We got it. I mean, I think we got to go. Okay. I think we got to go after this. But first, we'll save it for next time, you know?
Okay. 10.
Yep.
Mosasaurus. There's water there.
There is water. We got distant whale kind of sounds going on there. Yeah, that's sound 10. Mosasaurus 10 for 10. Bring us home, Jack. Sound 11?
This is the T-Rex, no doubt. Now here you might be.
Oh, gosh. Goes up those octaves, comes back down. T-Rex, sound 11, locked it in. Bring us home, Jack, for 12 for 12. Perfect score on Dinosaurin High. It's the name of the game now.
Triceratops.
Now that is one sick Triceratops.
There we go.
Well done, Jack De Sena. 12 out of 12 on the sound matching game. How did you do back home, everyone? Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah? Someone had, you said a singular person had it, or just
no,
chat would sometimes?
People identified them correctly.
Listen, it definitely involved some going back and listening, but that's a matching game. A matching game, you gotta have some instincts, you gotta second guess, you gotta rock through, you know?
For me, in crafting it, I was like, it's gonna come down to the Indominus, the Carnosaurus, the Gallimimus, and the Pachyosaur. Those were the ones I purposefully put in there to be like, this will be a toss-up. The other ones should be pretty iconic.
Yeah, those got just the presence of that the Carnosaurus one being on there just really invited a lot of second guessing for me because
sure.
I didn't remember anything about it.
Fair.
I felt like I had nothing. I was going off of nothing there.
But I think we both properly reset the goalposts for ourselves on the expectations for what we'd be able to pull off on games like this, you know? But I hope you all played along as well. And you were Dinosaurin High, you know?
You rocked.
You rocked.
You rocked. Camp Rock. Very in my head. All of the Disney Channel movies from the last 15 years that I was too old to watch. The songs from them are my 5-year-old is loving them. She's never seen any of these movies, but I've listened to Camp We Rock, We Rock, We Rock, Camp Rock, whatever.
It's such a world that you get to appreciate the art of kids television and things that you might not otherwise watch. You're getting to see what the new lay of the land is since your own life of watching cartoons, you know?
Yes. Well, thanks so much for hanging. We could play one more game, or we can pivot over to the Patreon. You tell me, schedule rise, Chris.
I think we unfortunately do need to migrate. We told folks 2:30 over at Patreon, so we're already a little over in heading that direction. So in order to kind of like prep a little bit for the other thing we're about to do, it feels like I think we should get our minds right for the celebration to come.
All right. Let's do it.
So we wanted to come on here and officially kick off y'all's July 6th Park holiday. And if you want to come over and see some very silly stuff, join us on our Patreon. We get a live stream. We've got it linked already on the Patreon.
Yes.
So head on over there. We pinned our link up top.
We're going to hang. We're going to share some fun stuff we've created over the last couple of years that exists nowhere else. And fun time to get in on Patreon. We're actually later this month going to share we shot a sketch, and we decided like, it wasn't quite what we wanted to put out on the channel. We've always like had this thing that like we're going to make them, and if we think they're ready and good enough for the channel, we're going to put them out. And if not, we're not. And there's one that we like a ton of but decided not to release. And that's going to be dropping on Patreon this month, and I think it's a really fun thing to check out. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff on Patreon. And very soon we're gonna pop over and do some stuff there. So check it out. There'd be time now for you to get the link and go to the live stream if you want. But get out there, have some Dino Nuggets, have an incredible July 6th Park. We're gonna watch the movie later. We were saying there's a world we'll hop on to Instagram Live or Discord or something if we have thoughts after seeing the movie tonight. There's also a world we're just gonna be like, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Good night.
Time to go to sleep. Curl up with the Dino Nuggets.
Yeah.
I do have Dino Nugget throw pillows that were a gift to me that you got me that one time, which was fantastic.
Are those going to get cuddled in the theater tonight?
Absolutely. For sure. Absolutely.
Well, we hope you're celebrating. We hope you're cuddling your loved ones or your Dino Nugget pillows. Have an incredible...
And July 6th be with you always as well, Luis. Thank you. We love y'all, and thanks for not only celebrating the day, but supporting us over here. And we have plenty more new stuff we've shot, and we're going to be posting more sketch stuff on the horizon. So hang out. We got plenty more to come. So we love you, and happiest July 6th Park and/or World
Life
to you
found a day.
and
Good
yours.
game, Chris, by the way. That was a good game.
And right back at you.
I enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
See you next year. And before, but also see you next year.
Oh, I don't want to get a copyright flag for
Don't,
singing
don't,
it perfectly.
Yeah, that